What superpower would you like to have? Telekinesis sweeps. Think of something, anything, and telekinesis is your answer. Want to fly? Lift yourself up with telekinesis. Want to be super strong? Forget muscles, you can flip a semi without moving a finger. This also has practical real-life uses. Work in foundation repair. The amount of money I could make if I could have just blinked and moved all the dirt, set up the equipment, and push the piers to pressure in like 5 minutes is astronomical. I install insulation now. I could have an entire house battered within minutes. Telekinesis literally answers all of your problems. Ed by matter instead of magic. Oh, but one that would be really useful is if I watch a power in a movie or show, I would gain it like a mimic, and also all knowledge so kinda I can see into the future. Literally just super strength durability. G-job if you're mindful of not being too obvious about how strong you really are. People who deserve to be thrown into outer space or literally just smacked around a little wouldn't be able to stop you. And you could absolutely bring in all the groceries in one trip, in one arm. In my opinion, traveling through time is the best superpower you could have because it can have the effect of multiple superpowers. Want to know what someone has on their minds? Use all kinds of extreme ways to find out and then travel through time. Want to stop crime? Let it unfold, then travel back in time and mess up their plan. Want to get filthy rich? Just wait for the next great invention to travel back in time and do it before the inventor. Your girlfriend died in an accident. Travel back in time and prevent her from getting in the car. There are so many I want. I wouldn't be able to choose just one. If I had to choose, though, I'd choose Peter Petrelli's original power from Heroes, absorbing the powers of other people just by being near them. If we're all choosing a power, I'd get a variety just walking down the street. If that power wasn't available, my primary choice would be telekinesis, so I could dress up as a Jedi and pretend I was wielding the Force. But I would also want X-ray vision, because that would make my current job so much easier. Invisibility. I would only use my power for good, trolling and scaring the a-holes, bullies and the meanies of the world just to secretly help guide them onto a better path. Hopefully, it'd just do small things like pretend to be a ghost and hot follow people, or leg tripping, hold objects in the air to make it seem like they are floating on their own, write messages on walls, etc. And wait, now that I think about it, that all seems kind of traumatizing. So I would personally heal the worst cases and put curse on people who ask for money. Well, curse comes automatically without you knowing that exists, so you can't play the good guy, if that makes sense. Shape-shifting, that way I can absolutely have the body I want to for 7. As a post-op trans person, this would be a godsend, lol. Plus, look at it this way, I could use these powers for personal gain. If I were wily enough, I'd probably fuck around and make myself a clone of some famous person or politician or whatever, just to mess up the system for my personal gain. Ever see the movie Jumper? I want that. I'd start a moving and transportation business. Basically just telling people to put all their stuff in one big box, and I'll have it moved instantly, with no damage to your stuff. I'd also do travel for people and charge insane rates. So what's that, Mr. Bezos? You need to be in China in 10 minutes. That will be $35,000. Turn poop into gold and diamonds. That's both a source of income and ammunition. Imagine turning it into diamonds just as they leave my butt, and having a pipe up my ass attached to a gun special that shoots out the diamonds at people. I can rob banks with it when my butt's tired, and my shit diamonds is what funded the research, the gun and pipes. Time control is the obvious choice. You can do anything you want. It would include time travel to both the past and future. Time stopping, time slowing and time speeding. That would be insane. There would just be the risk of creating a paradox if you time travel, but as long as you are careful you can just do whatever you want. Controlling time, but others aren't conscious of it happening. This means motion of myself, and others can go faster or slower depending on how I want it. I can pause time, but people aren't aware. To them, it is all happening at once. I being the controller, I am aware and I am free of these restraints. I could do whatever I wanted. Trainable, so I'd be able to go from small flickers to fireballs and teleporting and freezing time and gravity control. It would be cool as hell. Plus the obvious making the world a better place thing. Freeze time, but only to mess with one asshole. Mid-conversation I would move one step to the side. Change color shirt was wearing. Be naked for fraction a second. Only when he is looking so people think he's lost his shit. Would hike his pants up every chance I get ... Really don't like this guy. Metamorphosis. No interest in being a superhero. Or getting to change your body. Heal your body. Make yourself peak human best power to use in a non-hero setting. No haircuts. No shaving. Don't need to buy clothes. Teleportation close second for me. Again, can use in real world, really convenient. Travel the multiverse whenever I'd like. Bored. Go the universe with spaghetti dinosaurs playing Minecraft on electronic taco shells. Miss a certain product. Go to the universe where it wasn't discontinued or find a new product that doesn't exist here. The possibilities are endless. To be immortal, God, the advantages of it. Granted, you got to be smart about it. 'Cause the second the government sniffs you out, you're fucked. You become an immortal guinea pig. That once you're immortal, you have plenty of time to study to learn how to get other powers and such. Be as strong and durable as a character from Dragon Ball. Probably key control in some way. That way, I can travel the world as my own. Make my own adventures everywhere and be safe. Set myself up in nature. And I could live like an animal, without a fear in the world. Uninhibited shapeshifting. If I transform into something else, I want that transformation to apply right down to the DNA. I want to be able to alter my appearance at will, control my organs and eliminate disease. And I want to be able to do the same for others. Invisibility would be cool, but I may use my power for evil and become an international assassin. Flying would be another fun one. Go to church, scream, outstretch my arms and start flying straight up. Just before I'm out of earshot, scream, Buddha, it's you. To be the Noah's Ark of consciousness that will bore a new universe just by existing in the empty space after this cycle of existence. There is no will to create. It just happens like universal unfurling like a seed in the substrate of nothingness. Teleportation I can use in blink mode to fly. I could see more of the earth than any single human has ever seen. The flight part isn't really necessary. But I just feel like sometimes I'd want to fly to take in the whole experience of getting there. I'm tired of seeing the boring go-to answers for superpowers. Here's what I want. The power to give people, myself included, any power or status effect as well as full control over how long it lasts, with the ability to turn it off and on at will. 1. Ability to know or not know anything. 2. Ability to control time, stop, speed up, slow, go backwards, etc. 3. Ability to fully control my body, gain, lose 20 pounds, get 6 inches taller or shorter, run extremely fast indefinitely, etc. 1. Being able to move things with my mind, to the ability to not need sleep or rest. Doesn't mean I can't sleep or rest, my body just never needs it. 3. A weird one, but the ability to refill objects with the last liquid that it contained. Most superpowers would require ancillary powers to work, like how super strength is useless if you don't have super durability, or being able to fly faster than the speed of sound, but not being able to perceive things that quickly. Uninhibited time, stop, like, I'm just basically God now. I can sleep for as long as I want and read entire books in less than real-time seconds. I don't need to work a day in my life. I can go wherever I want, whenever I want. Perfect probability manipulation, or perfect shape-shifting. where I can shapeshift into anything I can imagine and use the abilities of that thing. For example, shapeshifting into Superman and having all of Superman's powers. One, being able to live on the internet as some digital consciousness. Imagine being able to see every private DM ever. To going back in time to be a 5-year-old body with my current brain and consciousness. Levitation. I could just be lazy in case I see a distance I don't want to run. I could just float over to there. In case there are no good places to sit and or lay on, I could just sit or float in the air. The ability to turn into any bird. I could just leave, and any bird I wanted anytime. Like, bro, that's fucking sweet. Flying and I get to be a bird. I get to be stupid with a reason. Because I'm a bird. A heel. So let's just say I will head to counteract the effects of aging, and it will repair muscle tissue 3x as fast as usual, as well as other ailments, but the only downside would probably be cancers. I always want to have a superpower where when nobody, cameras included, sees me, I can teleport anywhere I want to. Imagine having an effect when people see you, then like a car passes, and you are gone. Defo, the ability to control water. Even in my dreams, I'm a waterbender, and glad I'm a lucid dreamer, cause being able to control your dreams while also waterbending is the most coolest shit I've ever done. Teleportation. I could literally travel anywhere in the world and not have to pay for flights or hotels. Just get up at my house, teleport around the world, and teleport home when it's time to sleep. Probably something like a radar. I just think of something I'm looking for, and I get a head-up display in my vision that shows where it is. Would certainly make my job easier finding certain items. Well, I think the obvious answer would be power bestowal, so you can have unlimited superpowers. But if that's not allowed, then I would choose telekinesis, as it's very handy in my line of work. Having a pocket dimension separate from time, so I can stop and think about any situation. Kinda like hitting escape when you're about to burn in Minecraft, then realizing you have water.